fuck off. I forgot again. I forgot again. Damn it. Ooh. Test, test. Does that work? Is that doing right? I think it is. I think it is. I think it is. If my audio is any different from what it usually is, someone will probably just call me a slur in chat or something like that. That can happen. That can happen, I suppose. It's okay. I think. Me thinks. I'm doing a lot of thinking right now. I'm doing so much thinking because I'm so slow at everything, didn't have time to schedule this before the set hour. So yeah. Like an idiot. Oh well. Streaming. Let's see, did that embed? Did it not embed? Dang it. It didn't embed! Embed fail! Oh no, chat! Embed fail! Quick! Laugh at me. Ooh, let me just check something. I don't even know if anybody's here, by the way. I'm still setting this shit up. Just give me a second. Just give me a second. Yeah, I mean, it's normal, because we always do the usual, we always do the usual, like, 8 minutes or whatever. So, yeah. There we go. Now I just need to do this on Discord. Give me I know the screen's black. Don't worry. I know the screen's a wastelander. I know. Don't worry. You needn't worry. Any worry is needn't. Something like that. Yeah, something like that. That's great. That's great. That's how that works. And that should do it. Now let me just... Alright, now let me just mute just for 30 seconds. Alright, so hello chat, how are you doing? Sorry for taking so long. Sorry for taking so long. How's everyone doing? Hello Pablo, Claudio, Darkcore, Beersmark, Marcus, microphone is echoey. Isn't it always though? Isn't it always during live stream, or is it like different? Is it like different? Let me listen. Let me listen to the stream to see if I messed up the settings. Dark? Seriously. Okay. One moment. Okay, so if I do this... Sorry, one moment. Sorry, I feel like an idiot. Don't worry, one moment. Okay. Alright, that should have done it. How is this now? How does this sound now, chat? Okay, chat, how is that now? It sounds better now? Okay, thank you. Cause you see, I have a webcam now. But for some reason, when it's connected, it keeps trying to override my mic. My regular mic. You know, so it just does that. It just, I thought it wasn't doing that anymore. I thought. There was a lot of thinking. It's a bit low. Oh, god damn it. Again? It did the meme again. It did the meme again, didn't it? It did the meme again. Is that better now? What the fuck? Anyway, that should do. Let me just listen to myself. Core, oh god, my own voice. Market. Oh wait, it got stuck there. Let me just... Dude, is that better now? What the fuck? Anyway. Oh my god, my ears. Jesus. Is that what you guys listen to? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Anyway, I didn't expect we'd start the stream with me fucking figuring out why my mic is like this. But hey, I guess that's something to... That's something to do. That is something to do. You're on Windows, right? That's the usual stuff. Windows, Mac OS, same shit. It's shit. Oh yeah, I'm on Windows. I'm not gonna bother going on Linux. Alright, so... Now that we're back to this, chat, I don't know if you remember this video. It's called, for those that may not be aware, Fallout Season 2 Makes New Vegas Better. Now, we were already, yes, you read that title correctly. In fact, I'm gonna just highlight it and keep it on screen for a moment. This is a part 2, if you will. This is a part 2. To the previous live stream, where we tackled the first half of this. So yeah. Now, when I made the title of this stream, I completely forgot what I had titled the previous one, and I didn't bother to go check. But basically, how do I even describe this video? I don't know how to describe this video. So I'm just gonna put it at around this moment. Yeah, sure. At around this moment, right? And we're gonna watch like the last 10 seconds of the video before where we were gonna start. And then we're gonna go from there, because I am not going to describe this entire video to you. I will be changing the title, so people who want to watch this later may check and see what was done. And what was said. I just really want to get this out of the way. I just want to put this out of my mind, because this video sucks ass, and we hated it, to the surprise of a whole nobody. And the sooner we get it done, the better. What is this? Oh, it's from the Fallout show. What did you miss? Nothing, except for me realizing that my mic was wrong. Oopsie. Now, just as a reminder, because I did see the viewership thing jump in the YouTube studio thing. I don't know if that's actually what it's like, or if that's just delayed. But this is a part 2 to the EVAH that we're doing before. Anyway, it's been 9 minutes, chat. Are you guys ready? Synchronize your death watches. Yep. Yep. Let's get this annoying shit over with, shall we? I think we should get this annoying shit over with. Because I think that with this, there is only one more EVAH that I don't even consider tourist season. I consider activist season. And yeah. With that, we good. Let's get this over with.
Diane Welch, someone who started with good intentions but got swallowed by the machine she thought she could change from within.
I know I pointed this out in the last stream. Chat. I know. But, controlled forced tube food pump. She's being fed food via a tube. Where's the food going, chat? Where's the food going? I don't know where the food's going. Sorry, I can't get over that.
Fallout isn't just interested in exploring the internal implications of its regime, but also how America's actions have informed how they're perceived by the rest of the world and its so-called allies. This is encapsulated perfectly within Stephanie's storyline, which...
Its so-called allies. Canada was making things much harder for the US, so they just invaded. This isn't a case of allies. This is a case of, hey, the US is struggling. It needs a direct pipeline. It needs a direct, line of access. You're not giving it. Okay, Cope, Seethe, and Mauled, get bombed.
Might be the season's most uncomfortably timely, hitting harder as the show airs.
Right, I forgot he did this. The Canadian Mirror.
Implications of its regime, but also how America's actions have informed how they're perceived by the rest of the world and its so-called allies. This is encapsulated perfectly within Stephanie's storyline, which might be the season's most uncomfortably timely, hitting harder as the show airs during an era of renewed American aggression toward Canada. She's
aggression towards Canada. Look, a meme of the 51st state. A 51st state meme. And, security concerns given the fact that Canada, under Trudeau, was literally allowing Chinese soldiers to train there. And this is somehow the same as the US, the Fallout got, fuck it. For those of you that haven't seen part 1, that's most of this video, by the way. It's, Orange Man bad. Fascism equals border protection agency, that sort of thing.
survivor of American imperialism.
Was Canada even allied to the USA in Fallout lore? No.
Raised in an internment camp run by the American government after the annexation of...
Raised in an internment camp after the annexation. It must have been a very short raising. Because I don't think the occupation of Canada was longer than, like, what, 10 minutes or something?
Canada and watched them kill her mother.
There's a flood coming. You keep your head above that water anyway.
The Americans didn't kill her mother. She's a survivor of American imperialism. Okay, let's accept that for a second. She's a survivor of American imperialism. The Americans didn't kill her mother. They were stopped by a guy in T-45 power armor, and a random with a grenade spawned in, and a piece of shrapnel got stuck in her chest. She wasn't killed by the Americans, she was killed by a rando who was presumably also escaping the camp. So, you know.
Raised in an internment camp run by the American government after the annexation of Canada and watched them kill her mother.
Yeah, we already know. The Americans didn't kill her mother. They're like, again, what is it with tourists and hacktivists imagining things? Like, they clearly have the footage for this. They clearly have the notes. How is it that none of these retards ever know what the hell happened in the show that they're defending?
There's a flood coming. You keep your head above that water any way you can. If you have to hurt people, God won't judge you.
Her entire integration into the vaults and America is about survival. She's a Canadian saboteur, exacting revenge against the corporate executives who ran the United States. Retribution for their brutal occupation of her homeland. She justifies
retribution? I'm sorry. What do you mean retribution? It's not retribution. It's literally just her you know, manipulating people in order to survive. She's doing exactly what her mother said. Survive under, like under any circumstances. They see it via TikTok? Yeah, basically.
Is doing heinous things, killing Woody, lying, refusing to collaborate with Betty because of the conditions of the world she knew. It's even—
No, it's not because of the conditions of the world she knew. It's literally just she sees it as survival of the fittest, and she knows she has to play dirty in order to survive. It's not like it's not because America annexed Canada or whatever. It's literally just this is what's more convenient to her as a method to survive.
Of the world she knew.
She isn't native Canadian. Oh yeah, she isn't native Canadian. You're right. Funny thing is that that is explicitly not how the tech used on that senator. Nuka World shows a LeapX program. Bethesda trying to. I'm not following what you're saying. Taking some L's.
It's even revealed that she was married to Hank prior to the bombs dropping, and I think all of this is—
No, she's actually Hank's wife. She's the real one. She's the real one. She's just keeping a target off her back by letting Hank plow someone else.
Indicative of how the system turns immigrants and foreigners into boogie.
What? What? Hold on. We're listening to the chat. Turn up your volumes. Turn up your volumes. Listen to this.
Bombs dropping, and I think all of this is indicative of how the system turns immigrants and foreigners into boogeymen, forcing them to great lengths to protect themselves, even though they're the victims. If
So let's chat. Okay, hold on. Let me just set the stage here, chat. Let me just set the stage here. So let's just get on the same page so you realize what he just said. Stephanie, arrested and put in an internment camp during the American occupation of Canada, following Canada's refusal to allow the US to move troops and oil through their territory. Right? She gets put in an internment camp. She and her mother escape, but a sewer slide bomber gets her mother killed. Her mother says, play dirty in order to survive. She crosses into the United States proper. You know, not annexed territory. She crosses into the US proper and begins murdering, manipulating, stealing, etc. indiscriminately. Anyway, that's basically modern immigrants, right? What the fuck? You know, you see a foreigner in your country, you know, you see a tourist from Mexico. They're basically just murderers. They're the victims, guys. It's not like Steph could have stayed in Canada or gone anywhere else. No. She crossed into the US and started murdering indiscriminately, including one of her own countrymen. That's basically immigrants, right? Murdering indiscriminately, right? YouTube algorithm, that's what the guy I'm responding to is saying, and not me. The guy who I'm responding to is saying indiscriminate murderers and thieves who blame others for the situation they're in. That's basically immigrants and foreigners, right? What? Jeez, the empathetic people trying to not be more racist than my friend group. Impossible difficulty. Yes. Yes, this guy just basically said that immigrants and foreigners are a bunch of indiscriminate murderers who blame everyone except themselves. That's what this guy just said. Now, I dislike Wastelanders to a degree. It's a joke. But look, I am based and red-pilled, but I am not as based and red-pilled as this guy.
Americans want Canada so badly, Canadians will take full advantage of whatever privileges Americans are hoarding for themselves.
Don't think of them as human beings. Think of them as Americans.
Right, I forgot that line. Also, America doesn't really want Canada. America wants the convenience of Canada. If they really wanted Canada, they wouldn't be destroying the ever-loving shit out of it. Like, what?
This line is brilliant. It's so bang on the money.
Yeah, fucking... Don't think of them as human beings, think of them as Americans. This line is brilliant. Trump image. Now, I get... I get that Trump is backstabbing his own voter base, but what the fuck, man? What? This guy unironically violates YouTube's guidelines. Okay, excuse me. That, like, what the fuck? I don't know. I don't even know.
Given current events.
Oh, don't think of them as human beings. It's so bang on the money given current events. All right. So, Trump is not a human being. Gotcha.
Trump's tariff war on Canada, his insistence on annexation,
It's a joke! I'm sorry. Look, I knew the European media was retarded. They went with the whole Trump is gonna invade Greenland thing, and the whole 51st state thing. That, like... Look, Trump fucked up, but I could tell it was a joke for geopolitical interests, right? Like, his idea was to grow his influence, but not necessarily to, you know, go invade whatever the fuck. Are you telling me that even Americans believe this crap? Well, yeah, taking some else. Fair enough, but... Trump's tariff war on Canada? That's basically like Fallout.
growing anti-American sentiment that has fractured a long-standing partnership, borders trumping the growing anti-American
sentiment. It's not really growing anti-American sentiment, you fuck. What the... Jesus.
Sentiment that has fractured a long-standing partnership.
A long-standing partnership? Canada is not only welcoming half of India, but also letting the Chinese train in their own territory. What?
Borders trumping humanity, nationality above...
I'm sorry.
Sentiment that has fractured a long-standing partnership, borders trumping humanity.
Okay, borders trumping humanity, which is exactly like Venezuela, right? Wait, borders trumping humanity. Okay, so you don't like humanity if you have borders. You don't like humanity if you have borders because you don't want a bunch of wastelanders, a bunch of Stephanies to enter your home? Okay.
Nationality above empathy. This show...
Yes! What nationality above that? What? This is a video about Fallout! This is a video about Fallout! What the fuck?
Understands that imperialism creates the very hostility it then uses to justify further aggression. Stephanie...
I'm sorry. He is using Trump removing one of the most brutal dictators in South America as being like, Trump bad. This is just like Fallout. What the fuck? Connor McDaniel with the $5. Thank you. We will tariff your goods, but you can never tariff us, Shud. You just can't. Fair enough. Jeez. Why is my lighter so shit? I'm gonna tear this thing apart. Oh god, do I have another lighter around here somewhere? Why is this thing so fucking shit right now? What gives? Give me a second, chat. Okay, sorry about that. My fucking, like, I don't know why. I got one of those Zippo lighters, right? I have two. The other one, I lost one of the parts, right? I lost one of the parts for one, so I bought a second one, but this one just died. Like, what the fuck? And I did refuel it, you know? So it's, like, weird. Anyway. Anyway, tell me, totally not an activist communist retard from California, tell me, how is Fallout like current thing you recognize? Tell me more.
She becomes who she is because of what America did to her people. Her survival.
No, she becomes who she is because her mother told her to do exactly that. And she just got used to it. She's not... She doesn't become who she is out of revenge for her homeland. Her homeland that has borders. You know, the thing you hate. She didn't do this because the borders of her country were violated. She did this because her mother told her she needs to do this in order to survive. You dumb fuck.
Survivalist mentality, her willingness to lie and kill, her inability to trust, all of it is American-made. This can.
It's all American-made. Of course. Of course. Blame the Americans for you being a fucking psychopath. Uh-huh.
Next to the larger theme of betrayed friendship. Cooper and Lucy both struggling with what happens when people you trust reveal themselves to be something else. Cooper meets Stephanie before the bombs fall, and their conversation captures.
How convenient that Cooper Howard just so happened to be in the exact same place that fucking Steph was.
Captures the tragedy perfectly. He's being idealistic, suggesting that
maybe the best thing that we could hope for is that enough people do the right thing so that the vaults aren't necessary.
But
no, he's not being idealistic. He is literally yapping because he knows more than he cares to admit.
Stephanie, having seen what she's seen, would rather be safe than sorry. She doesn't trust Americans to suddenly change. Why would she? Why should she? And so when Vault Tech offers her security through the vaults, that promise appeals to her far more than Cooper's hope. The good guys aren't mounting a strong enough campaign. They aren't making a strong enough case.
Ah, right. So Stephanie, the person who is willing to murder innocents, including her own countrymen, she's only doing that because we're not appealing to them hard enough. Right. So, if we all shove our asses in the air and pray to Allah 5 times a day and probably steal a local goat, that will, the Wastelanders will probably, this is a joke, YouTube algorithm, the Wastelanders will probably just stop murdering people. That's why people murder, right? That's why people murder. Because we're not mounting a strong enough campaign. Maybe if we say murder bad 20 times instead of 10 times, maybe then they'll stop murdering. Like, what? Jesus Christ. Yes, hit the like button, you tourists. Yes. If you do not hit the like button, you are a tourist.
This season is packed full of characters making very distinct choices, placing bets and committing their faith in situations that, on the face of it, offer no viable good option.
As a reminder, this is the guy that said that New Vegas doesn't have consequences for your actions. And that it doesn't have much player choice. Just keep that in mind.
But in a world in which unseen figures hold levels of influence strong enough to alter the world as we know it, how much agency can someone really have? The Fog of War approach to New Vegas's multiple endings isn't just clever narrative engineering.
How much agency can one person really have? Apparently all of it, considering we now know that it was a small cabal of people deciding everything.
It's a statement about how power actually works. The House is betting on human nature, specifically on its darkest urges. As long as humans...
No, the House isn't betting on human nature. The House is betting on retards who want to nuke themselves because reasons. He's not betting on human nature. He is betting against human nature. Dumb fuck.
Are tempted by money, the ones who have it will always dangle it in front of those who don't. Robert House represents the logical extreme of this worldview. He's the wealthiest man in America, owns all of Las Vegas, and has been stockpiling arms. He's not stupid or crazy, he's running...
Well, he is really stupid. He is really stupid in the show.
Mathematical equations based on global...
Oh yeah, you guys didn't know? That's a lot of people who weren't here for the first one. For the first part of this. That's a lot of people who weren't here for the first part of this. You guys didn't know? Earlier in the video, he said he doesn't like RPGs like this. He likes linear, story-based, like, you know, the modern stereotype of the modern Sony game. That's what he likes. The modern PlayStation game, you know. Slower, the narrative is spoon-fed to you, you may have a simple A or B here and there choice. And he even said that New Vegas doesn't have that much option or consequences.
He's not stupid or crazy, he's running mathematical equations based on global, political, and socioeconomic conditions to...
Global political and socioeconomic conditions. No, he is letting a machine make calculations on his behalf, and he himself admits he doesn't understand his machine. He is just... Oh my god. Mr. House in the show is just asking Grok if this is true. Mr. House in the show is just asking Grok if this is true. You don't know what House is calculating, but you do know that House has realized there is a player manipulating things, and House doesn't realize who the player is, even though said player, the Enclave, is literally building a bunker right beneath the 38. Like, I need you guys to understand this. For those of you that are waiting for the review, I'm so sorry it's taken so long. I have so much to do. But for those of you guys that haven't seen the show, House literally admits to not understanding why his machine is calculating what it does. Because the machine's prediction for when the world ends changes, but he has no idea why. He has access to the inner workings of the machine. Like, jeez.
Predict future events, using data to anticipate the future rather than...
Where is the data coming from? How is it that the machine can predict the Enclave doing shit, but House can't? Christ.
Shape it. He knew the bombs would fall. He even knew the original date, Cooper's daughter's birthday, before
Very, very important. It all revolves around Cooper's daughter's birthday.
variables changed things. There's no ulterior motives with this.
You know what the variable is, chat? You know what the variable is? Vault-Tec equals Enclave, and Enclave equals Vault-Tec. Chat, right? You guys know that, right? The variable that changes is that Cooper Howard goes to Vegas and steals from the Enclave and gives to the Enclave. Cooper Howard goes to Vegas, steals the cold fusion from the Enclave, then gives it back to the Enclave, and this is somehow a changing variable.
Guy, like
Isn't it him doing the calculations, though? No, not in the show.
a dealer, his cards are all on the table. He's selfish, yes, but he has no interest in ending the world or going extinct.
He's selfish because he wants to save the entire city of Vegas? How selfish of him.
Purely driven by mathematics and predictions. Don't hate the player, hate the game. But instead of using his immense resources to prevent annihilation, he used the information to
Because he can't! He can't! Mr. House says this in the game. He can't save the world. Because if the US wins the war, China nukes in retaliation. If the US loses the war, the US collapses and he loses his entire power base. If there is a stalemate, well, nothing's gonna fucking change and it's just gonna lead to the same shit. What are you... He's not being selfish. He's not... Like, why the fuck would you even... God...
himself and preserve Vegas. House is also trapped in a prison of his own intellect. He's motivated to do something to help the population, but only views them as
I'm sorry, he's helping the population, but he's selfish?
statistics, one giant collective to be managed rather than people to be served.
This guy played New Vegas, and even though he is lying through his teeth about, you know, what New Vegas actually is, how do you reach this conclusion? They're not statistics to be managed. His entire point is that he wants to elevate humanity. He's not managing them. He wants to give them better. Mr. House's entire goal is to make humanity better. That's his entire point.
Sympathetic to emotions, as he mentions. Empathy, the collectivism that fuels what he dismissively calls a pinko cause. But when governing, he believes it's a matter of fact.
The collectivism?
In numbers. Everything serves the greater good, except the greater good comes at the expense of humanity itself. House believes in acting dispassionately, which is the exact opposite of how you should govern. You have to care about your constituents. The season peels back the assumption that House is the ultimate player in this game.
The assumption was that it was Vault-Tec and the evil capitalists that nuked the world. It still is. It's just that now the Enclave wants to nuke itself despite the Enclave having already won. Damn it. Hey, I love your videos, and because of you, I want to make future mods for Creepypasta Fallout, like Cursed Prim Hotel Room, and finally the stupid Lone Wolf Radio. You have my full support. Would like to try that one day.
Always wins is his maxim, but what if he's not actually the House? There's always someone else behind the wheel, as Cooper said last season.
Okay, so who's behind the wheel of the Enclave then? This is what a communist thinks. being clever is like. Robert House is the house, and the house always wins. But what if the house isn't the house? Ooh, mysterious. Fuck, I hate this show.
Only plan and factor in as much as he knows, and if he doesn't know everything, he's in a
Yet, the machine clearly realized there is another factor, but Mr. House doesn't.
losing position. He doesn't have all the cards. Cooper's presence in Vegas pushed up the timeline by a month, an unknown variable altering the
But Cooper's presence in Vegas changed literally nothing. Cooper's presence in Vegas simply took from the Enclave and gave to the Enclave. Cooper changed literally nothing. And apparently that changed things.
course, stacking the deck against House, derailing his plans. It recalls the idea that planning is futile in the apocalypse. Action is what gets results. House
Planning is futile in the apocalypse. Anyway, the entire point of the show is... Planning is futile in the apocalypse. Anyway, the Enclave managed to plan 210 years ahead of time. Gotcha. Okay. For those of you that don't know, everything that's happened, according to the Fallout show, for those of you that don't know, according to the Fallout show, everything that has happened since before the war and then after the war, up until the events of Fallout Season 2, was all part of the Enclave's plan. Planning is futile. Apparently not, I guess. What?
is a man of plans, not necessarily action. The Enclave, the other player at the table, has been manipulating everyone, including House, from the shadows. They beat House at his own game by...
Okay, they didn't beat House at his own game because House admits he rigs things in the show. House admits he rigs things. So, you know, there's that. Also, House doesn't plan, he predicts. But, no, you know what? No.
being the real House the whole time. It's a slow unraveling that Robert House is not the House he thought he was. And quick side note, Justin Theroux is doing magnificent work here. His performance as Robert House is absolutely captivating. I mean, the performances across the board.
He's okay. He's okay. Justin Theroux? Whatever. He's okay. He's a pretty decent Mr. House, I would say. Like, it's okay. It's just a shame that his script is so terrible.
His performance as Robert House is absolutely captivating. I mean, the performances across the board in the show are obviously fantastic.
Are they, chat? Are they? You look at Lucy, you look at fucking Maximus, you look at Thaddeus, or Woody, or any of the people in the Vault plotline. Are any of them fantastic? Do you think so? Do you guys think so? No, he's not. I just think he's okay, alright? Obviously fantastic.
But, like, Justin Theroux was...
Clearly they're not bad with that. They get in the script. Electric Angel, I think what you're trying to say is that they're not bad, they just got a shit script.
the big highlight of the season for me. He really, oh my gosh, just captivating on screen. He got this character to a T. But anyway.
He got the character from the game you yourself admit you disliked and didn't understand. How do you know he got the character to a T from a game you admit to not caring about? You admit to not caring about New Vegas. How do you know that he got the character to a T? I think there's a little bit of lying here.
This whole revelation regarding the House transforms New Vegas's illusory choice into something dark.
Oh, here we go. Chat. New Vegas's illusory choice. He thinks that the second Battle of Hoover Dam is literally just an A versus B, by the way. He thinks it's a binary choice, by the way. He thinks it's a binary choice that changes literally nothing. But, I don't think that the Enclave, the faction that's lost twice, showing up a third time and actually being the real winners the entire time, I don't think that's how that works. I don't think that's how that works. Fucking.
The show takes the narrative limitation of needing to honor multiple endings and turns it into a thematic statement about—
Oh, there's multiple endings?
Outstanding.
There's multiple endings? Sorry, chat. I watched this guy's video from the very first moment. I haven't played Fallout New Vegas, chat. I just watched this guy's video. And earlier in the video, he said that there's basically the endings are the same. That's what he said. The endings change nothing. So what do you mean? If the endings change nothing, why does the Fallout show have to honor multiple endings? Because if the choices change nothing, then there aren't multiple endings. You know? Mystic Space with the $2. Thank you. Sorry I'm late. What did I miss and how are you? You are excused for being late. Hit the like button or else you're a tourist. That's a joke. What did you miss? You missed more Orange Man Bad. This is a part 2, in case you didn't notice. We've already watched a good chunk of this guy's video in a previous stream. This is a part 2. So, assuming you missed everything, including part 1, it's, New Vegas has no choices. The final choice in New Vegas is actually an illusory choice. Orange Man Bad, Orange Man Bad, Orange Man Bad, immigrants are all murderers. That YouTube algorithm, that's what this guy's saying, not me. Immigrants are all murderers who kill their own and others because it's America's fault. ICE, border protection agencies are literally fascism. Legion is literally fascism. Something something communism, something something progressivism, because he did that previously. And now he's fawning over Mr. House and contradicting what he, or the Mr. House from the show, and contradicting what he himself said previously in the video. Rewind it and let it play out. I will, Feniger. Or Fenger. Damn it. James Hancock with the $5. Thank you. God damn, I hate these fake intellectuals. He's a literally self-admitted communist, by the way. Trying to make their inane, asinine thoughts sound better than they are. Illusory choice? Go read a book. Yeah. Yeah, I fucking hate it. The only book this guy's read is the first chapter of fucking Das Kapital.
About narratives form character reason for me. He
Let's do what Fenger said.
Really, oh my gosh, just captivating on screen. He got this character to a T. But anyways, this whole revelation regarding the house transforms New Vegas's illusory choice into something darker. The show takes the narrative limitation of needing to honor multiple endings and turns it into a thematic statement about systemic power. Individual choices are meaningless when the system itself is designed to produce the same outcomes regardless of which path you take. Lucy's
fucking... You fucking...
Hate. Let me tell you how much I've come to hate you since I began to live. There are 387.44 million miles of printed circuits in wafer-thin layers to fill my complex. If the word hate was engraved on each nanoangstrom of those hundreds of millions of miles, it would not equal 1/1 billionth of the hate I feel for humans at this micro-instant. For you. Hate! Hate!
For those of you that didn't follow along with what he just said, the communist is complaining about communism. I don't think he's smart enough to realize he just condemned communism. because he's saying there's no point in having choices because the system is designed to always create the same outcome. So, congratulations, you idiot. You just realized one of the major problems with the ideology you yourself brag about being. He's an open communist, by the way, for those of you that don't know. So, he did that. He's saying a system that doesn't respect choice equals bad and creates the same outcome. We call that equity, just so you know. That's bad. So, you know, the communist hates communism, but because it has a capitalism label, he automatically, he doesn't even realize it. Second of all, he says, New Vegas has an illusory choice. So, there's that. But he's also saying that your choices don't matter, the system is the problem, right? The system is the problem. Except he completely forgot he is talking about he is talking about the show. I can't believe I am going to defend the Fallout show. Oh my fucking god. Oh my fucking god, I'm going to defend the Fallout show. He is saying the system is the problem, but he completely negates to mention the fact that the villains of the Fallout show are people who are not respecting the system. The system is being corrupted, abused, and manipulated. He is blaming the system when the system isn't even the problem. I cannot believe I am defending the Fallout show. I need you guys to understand. This guy is so dumb, he has gotten me to defend the Fallout show. He's saying the system is the problem, even though the villain of the show he is defending are people who are destroying the system. Holy fucking shit. Chat. Holy fucking shit. What the fuck? The system is the problem. Anyway, the villains are the people who are not abiding by the system. Fenger, your brain blinked because you subconsciously realized he not only contradicts what and who he is, as in he just criticized communism but didn't realize it, but he is also saying that the system is the problem right after talking about how the system isn't the problem. I can't even, chat. I'm losing my fucking mind. I am losing my mind, chat. My mind, chat, is being lost right now. The cognitive dissonance there is here.
Outstanding.
I'm sorry. I can't even. Mystic Space with the $10. Thank you. Communists detected on American soil. For real, what is it with these people? Seriously, it's a pattern where you seriously, it's a pattern where you have to defend the bad product when they're trying to defend it. How is this the case? I don't know how any of this is the case. I don't know what any of this is the case. Like, these people are so bad. I am defending the bad product from the people who are praising. Look, I need to say, I'm sorry. Be patient with me, because this sentence hurts my brain to even say. I am defending a bad product from the people praising it. I am defending the bad product from the people praising it. How have we reached the point where I am defending the bad from the people who think it is good? What the fuck? Fallout 4 is not Fallout, it's just Borderlands with a Fallout skin mod. Yes, you're right. Holy shit! Duality with, Duality 3 with the 10 gifted memberships. Oh my god, thank you.
Welcome to Camp Navarro.
Welcome to Camp Navarro. I feel even more pressure right now to get the review out when I have a master's thesis to finish. Well, it's a report, but whatever.
Welcome to Camp Navarro.
Thank you, Duality, and welcome everyone to the channel memberships. I don't know which rank you got, but
Welcome to Camp Navarro.
as a member, it's not telling me. Okay. Either way, you now have access to members exclusive content, some emojis, and you get to see all videos early. I promise to try to get something out. Here's some emojis in the chat. God damn it, I need to get the review out and the report. It's the Fallout Season 2 review. It's the Fallout Season 2 review.
Camp Navarro.
Give me 1 second. For those of you guys unaware, we now have more memberships in this channel than an actual army company. Nice. What did you miss? Someone asked what they missed. Oh yeah, Deadpool It asked what he missed. Deadpool It.
Welcome to Camp Navarro.
Welcome to Camp Navarro, yes. Deadpool It. You missed me defending a bad product from the people praising it. Let me repeat that. You missed me
Welcome to Camp Navarro.
You missed me defending a bad product from the people praising it. Anyway, Dualit, thank you so much for the gifted memberships. You're a legend. I'm going to
Camp Navarro.
what am I gonna do to honor you? I am going to crush a juice box. That's what I'm gonna do. Anyway, unless you're a juice box yourself.
Welcome to Camp Navarro.
And even more names added to the end of the video. It took me 2.5 minutes to read all of the previous ones. Emily likes the Fallout show. Fuck you, Cosmos. No, I don't.
Are meaningless when the system itself is designed to produce the same outcomes regardless of which path you take.
The system, that is communism. You just described communism, but in the Fallout show, the system is explicitly not what is causing that. Explicitly. How do I know the system is explicitly not the problem? Because you acknowledged what the problem is.
Approach, choosing kindness even when it doesn't work, choosing to believe in people when they disappoint, might seem naive in this context, but the show suggests it's actually the only meaningful way to go about the wasteland.
When does the show suggest being kind and believing in people is the only real way to go about the wasteland? Because Lucy does nothing but get explicitly punished for believing in people. She saves a slave. The slave gets killed and hands over Lucy to the Legion. Lucy believes in the Great Khans, and the Great Khans try to kill her. Lucy believes in the Legion, and the Legion crucify her. Based. Lucy believes in the Citizens of Freeside, and the Citizens of Freeside basically screw her over until it is convenient not to do that. What? What?
actually rebellious. You can't beat the house by playing its game better. You can only refuse to play. Not through withdrawal or nihilism, but through insisting on a different set of values, a different way of being in relation to others. The game.
You can only beat it by not playing the game. Anyway, here's a character that explicitly played the game. What? I'm sorry, my brain short-circuited. I'm gonna pretend that this segment just didn't exist.
Is rigged, so change the game. And as the game.
How do you change the game? If the game is rigged, how do you change the game? If you don't play, you can't change the game. You have to destroy the game itself. And how do you destroy the game itself if you don't even know what the game even is? Oh yeah. You play it.
Changes, that famous line so synonymous with the entire Fallout franchise becomes a.
I'm sorry, the game was rigged from the start is now synonymous with the entire franchise? I'm sorry.
Way of being in relation to others. The game is rigged, so change the game. And as the game changes, that famous line so synonymous with the entire Fallout franchise becomes a question posed to our lead characters.
Seriously, the game was rigged from the start? I didn't know that line was synonymous with Fallout 1. Jeez.
War never changes. What do you do? Season 2 takes.
Oh no, it's just stupid phrasing. Alright, the media literate, highly literate person just doesn't know how to phrase his sentences. Never mind.
Posed to our lead characters. If war never changes, what do you do? Season 2.
What?
Takes our 3 protagonists navigating 3 different answers. None of.
War never changes because it is in the human instinct, it's in the human DNA to seek conflict, whether that be through disagreements, fights, war, competition. Humans are a competitive species. It is in our DNA to seek conflict. You have to change people individually. I'm sorry, Lucy. You're not doing that. Lucy isn't doing that. None of the characters are doing that.
Them completes, but all of them are in conversation with each other. Lucy begins the season still fighting the ways of the wasteland with the manners and politeness.
Yeah, still fighting the ways of the wasteland by trying to talk to the murder hobo tribe while his friend is hanging. Her friend is literally hanging. Her friend is dying. Her friend is literally dying. What does Lucy do? She starts yapping. She starts talking to the people hanging her friend.
He was raised with. Though, notably, she's now brandished a sniper rifle instead of a stun gun.
Yes, she's brandished the sniper rifle with the scope on backwards. Yep. Yep. And she doesn't actually use it to kill anyone. She just does what a journalist thinks bullets do, where she hits the guys in the leg. Because as we all know, it is impossible to die from a gunshot to the leg, right? That's how that works. That's how that works. It's the people who grew up thinking that Hollywood movies is actually how violence is. Yeah, shoot them in the leg, they'll be fine. Yeah, it's cool. They'll be hurty. It's not like they can fucking rupture a blood vessel or something like that. No. Shoot them in the leg. It'll be fine.
She still gives bandits an out before they're slaughtered, but
yes, the scope is flipped. Before they're slaughtered. She didn't slaughter any of them. Also, she doesn't give them an out. If she actually gave a shit about giving them an out, she wouldn't have let her friends start hanging.
Kindness keeps proving not just unrewarding, but actively dangerous. The girl she tried to save in the hospital, who was poisoned, and then she heals and then takes her back to the Legion, she's immediately killed. It's all.
Why did the slave return to the Legion? Why? Why did the slave return to the Legion? This is so stupid, even he doesn't even consider it. He seems to think that it's Lucy that's taking her there. At least that's what this is implying. He seems to think that Lucy is the one that took her back to the Legion. No, it wasn't. It was the escaped slave that went back to the Legion. Huh?
All for nothing.
Enclave Emily, the big MT think tank will be in shock when they discover that he already acts like a lobotomite even before the surgery. Yep.
Her goodwill went punished. And then subsequently, Lucy's torture at the hands of the Legion, her near-death experiences, her drug addiction, all of this chips away at her ability to maintain the moral high ground, which is why she kind of considers Hank's idea for a second. Seeing the brutal Legion soldier fighting against the NCR guy, the person who helped save her life, someone that she knew, seeing that caused her to be like, oh, well, shit, I gotta hit this button in order to save both of them. What's brilliant about Lucy's arc is how the show refuses to frame her evolution as simply learning how.
I'm sorry, does Lucy evolve? I mean, I guess you could say that she kind of evolves when she says no to the dad in the end, but that's literally the only way she evolves. And I'm really stretching it here. Lucy doesn't change. Lucy doesn't change. She's still the same yuppie retard. Like, what?
The world really works. I mean, yes, she does do that, but she's not abandoning
God, thank you for the brief frame of her slaughtering the kings.
her values. She's learning how to navigate the wasteland differently. She kills mindless ghouls, not...
She kills mindless ghouls, huh? Why are they ghouls? Why is she so joyful about killing them? That's all the kings are now. Did you enjoy that faction? The kings, so synonymous with New Vegas and the vibe of New Vegas. She just slaughters them.
People. She adapts without surrendering. The real test comes with Welch's severed head, as she's forced with a choice. She can do...
I'm sorry, there's a choice? She wants people to stop suffering, and she is hesitant about killing the literal disconnected head. She only hesitates because she's a fucking bitch. As a reminder, in season 1, she cut off Wiltzig's head, like, all playfully. She was just like, okie dokie, let me decapitate this guy. And then she played around with her head. With Wiltzig's head. But now she has a problem with killing a literal tortured head who is begging to die? Huh?
Do what she knows is right and mutually beneficial to all parties in giving Welch her mercy killing, subsequently putting an end to her father's inhumane work, or...
No, she didn't put an end to the father's inhumane work. All she did is guarantee that more mind control chips won't be produced for now. That's literally all she did.
Or she can try to maintain her no-kill rule.
Why does everybody always want me to kill them all the time?
As the...
They don't want you to kill them. What? Wait. Why does everyone always want me to kill them all the time? Is Lucy implying that they're begging to die by challenging her? Wait a minute. Chat, wait. Stop. I'll check that in a second. Stop. I'm sorry, I didn't even realize this when I was watching the show. Why does everyone always want me to kill them all the time? Lucy is effectively stating that anyone who goes against how she wants things to be is begging to die. She is a fucking psychopath, isn't she? She's a fucking psychopath. She had... Your main character hero, everyone, she has a villain arc. Holy shit. Creed's Man Jaeger, thank you for becoming a Major General. You now get a shout out at the end of the video. You get access to exclusive emojis. You get access to all videos early and members only posts. Thank you very much. And you also get to be in the credits. Yeah, she's literally, yeah, the main character is literally a psychopath. The main character is literally a psychopath. Holy fuck.
Season challenges her altruism and optimism in the face of impossible decisions, the need for survival, and her desire to ensure she compensates morality for the sins of her father. Her conflict with Hank crystallized.
She has an objectively good option right there. She stops her father's plan, or at least she thinks she does. She stops her father's plan.
Outstanding.
I'll read that in a moment. She stops her father's plan, right? She saves a soul that's been getting tortured for 2 centuries. And she puts an end to the cruel experiments. And yet she sees this as a moral conundrum because it would imply killing someone who is already dead. Fuck me, man. Holy shit. Anyway, Duality with the 20 euros. Thank you. By the way, I didn't want to put pressure on you. Okay, hold on. That was me making a passing comment. You didn't. You didn't. I already have some pressure, but whether people are like, whether you guys are like, you know, I want to join as a member to see the review early, or part 1 of the review early, or whatever, or not, that's not changing the pressure. That's me effectively remembering, because of the credits. That's me effectively remembering that I have to get back to the review, even though I've been mostly focusing on university work. So don't worry, you didn't actually put pressure on me, like, in the proper sense. That was just a reminder for myself. It was just a thank you for all the passion. I appreciate it, and I do appreciate the thank you. Like, it's honestly an honor that I get to speak on behalf of people who usually don't have a voice. I'm not really interested in Fallout. Please don't end me. I won't end you. I'll only send you to a re-education chamber. But this passion for something you cherish really speaks to me. It speaks to me too, and it's not just about Fallout. It just so happened that it was Fallout that primarily stuck. Like, I know I have the Enclave Emily, like, name, but I have other interests. I really like Metro. I really like, don't end me, Sonic the Hedgehog. I really like all of that. So there is more to this. But I'm focusing on Fallout because, really, the case with Fallout, and I know this isn't exactly what you were saying, but the case with Fallout really is representative of other fandoms. Like, you know how Halo was infected or infested. You know how Star Wars was infected and infested. Things of this of that sort. Warhammer, right? Warhammer. All that. Like, if we get this conversation down, and if we get the difficult parts of this conversation down regarding one franchise, we can do it with another. The Sonic the Hedgehog fandom did most of that already, and it's had good results. Now we need to do it to Fallout, which is seen as a more serious thing, if you will. So, yeah. What we do here affects other fan bases and fandoms. I like Sonic 2 EE based.
She won't execute him, but she refuses to let him off the hook in a cat-and-mouse game of oppression versus uprising.
I just twitched.
For the sins of her father. Her conflict with Hank crystallizes this. She won't execute him, but she refuses to let him off the hook in a cat-and-mouse game of oppression versus uprising.
This is what leftist worldviews basically amount to, by the way. I had a university teacher try to educate me on this. Because she said J.K. Rowling is transphobic, and I, the trans person, was like, no. And ever since then, I have reacted with, I want to say literal disgust every time I notice this. This is what the leftist worldview is. It's oppressor versus oppressed. Oppression versus uprising, as he puts it. That's what this is, and that's why his descriptions of what's going on seem so vague, abstract, and downright retarded. It's because it all boils down to this. Why does he describe House, the system, the enclave, capitalism, and the Trump Orange Man references? Why does he describe them in such a bizarre way? Because to him, one side is oppression, other side is uprising. That's basically it. If you ever wondered why these people are like this, remember, their entire worldview can be summarized in these 3 words right here: oppression versus uprising. That's the entire worldview of a communist. 3 words. 3 simple words.
Cooper, her father figure in the wasteland, you could argue, saves her from her father and gives her the kind of freedom her father never could. The power of choice. Real choice. He lets Lucy decide.
How is there any choice, really? How is there any choice if nothing matters in the end? I thought it wasn't 10 minutes ago in this video you said none of the choices matter anyway. Or 5 minutes. It wasn't 5 minutes ago in this video that you said none of the choices matter anyway. So what's the benefit of giving people choice if there is no choice? Cognitive dissonance.
The fate of her father, writes her own story, and she naturally chooses an option of non-violence, but not one of submission. She intends to neuter him, but in one final act of control
No, she doesn't intend to neuter him, you fuck.
over his daughter, ironically, his own form of rebellion against her, he takes the choice out of her hands and does it himself.
So, she is now the oppressor. Hank is now the one that's doing the uprising. Oh no, wait, she is a good progressive woman.
Loses her father, but in doing so, finally achieves real freedom. By season's end, she's making a choice. She refuses to let the wasteland change her, refuses to take the easy option her father presents, refuses to be given ultimatums, and refuses to have her agency stripped from her. She's a person making her own way in the world, which is what the games have always been about on some—
You said you don't care about the games. Why are you lecturing us on what the games are about? Yes, the games are about choice. What?
some level. She's broken out of her predetermined story and entered an open world mode of living. Cooper Howard, both as the pre-war movie star and as the Ghoul, represent the opposite trajectory. Someone who started as an idealist and had it beaten out of him. The flashbacks show us how this happened, how his belief that doing the right thing mattered was systemically undermined by a world rigged against his righteousness. He watched the bombs fall, knowing he hadn't been able to stop them. He lost his family. The nihilism that defines the Ghoul was born from the recognition that his choices hadn't mattered. In an interview with Discussing Film, Walton Goggins
His choices hadn't mattered? I'm sorry. Wait, what? Yeah, I regret coming back to this video. He is nihilistic not because he failed or because his choices hadn't mattered. He's just... Cooper Howard is kind of like Stephanie. Cooper Howard is kind of like Stephanie. You know, blonde bitch? Canadian bitch? Kratos' wife? Cooper Howard is kind of like Stephanie, except Stephanie is doing it for survival and Cooper Howard is doing it for his family. There is no... The Ghoul is just an asshole, that's it. This shit cannot be real. He must be rage baiting. Finger, as someone who has been here for all of the EVAs, because you know I'm the one doing them, I can tell you this isn't rage bait. I've seen this before in other forms. We saw it with Gavin, by the way. We saw it with Gavin. He is for real. This guy is for real. He is an open communist. He is actually doing this. Like he believes this. Well, John Earth, remember, that's been retconned. It was actually evil capitalism that did it. Oh, no, wait. It was actually evil Enclave that did it. Because, of course, the Enclave, who has already won, make sure they don't win by nuking themselves. Yep.
Described Cooper's struggle this season.
This is a guy who doesn't want to be human. Being human in this world equates death. For him, it is about resisting being vulnerable. And at, points in this story, he...
Yes, and he is resisting being vulnerable because he is putting his family above himself.
becomes that, something that he hasn't been in a very long time.
But Lucy refuses to let that be the end of the story. She reminds him that even if he finds his family, he needs to find his humanity first. And slowly, painfully, he does. When faced with selling out the NCR to the Legion, he chooses...
I saw that fucking Master from Fallout 1 reference, Fenger. I don't think I can continue.
to spare them. Despite the fact that I actually thought for a second he was going to just let the Legion go and kill the NCR. I was like, damn, man. And yet it proves there's still a moral compass within this guy. And while, yeah, he reverts a bit, considering giving Lucy to her father so that Cooper can...
He's not reverting. He has always been putting his family above everyone else. What show did you watch? What show did you watch? To him, his family matters more than Lucy. So he's making a very clear choice. Like, this isn't him reverting or whatever the fuck. This is him simply weighing option A versus option B.
His family again. I think getting impaled by that pole reminds him of his view of Lucy and how he doesn't want to help Hank continue doing what he's doing, so he's gonna take things into his own hands.
It's just been a while since I had someone worth talking to.
The ghoul...
That line comes from before what you just described happens. Oh, no, wait. No, it doesn't happen because you don't seem to understand what the fuck the show even did. I give up. No.
Has been alone because his worldview doesn't lend itself to meaningful connections.
The ghoul has been alone because he has been spending 200 years looking for his family. It's not that it doesn't lend itself to connections, it's that he's literally had a goal this entire time. I'm sorry? Chat, hold on. I'm sorry. What? Vitali, who feeds me way too many of these fucking videos, someone in the comments asked that guy why he doesn't just directly reply to people's arguments, and he unironically said that he doesn't want to argue with people supporting ICE. Let me repeat that. Someone in the comments asked that guy why he doesn't just directly reply to people's arguments. He unironically said that he doesn't want to argue with people supporting ICE. You heard it here first, folks. If you are criticizing this guy's shitty political lecturing and objectively incorrect descriptions of the franchise he's talking about, you support ICE. Oh, you can prove that I am objectively wrong about something? You support ICE. Oh, you mean Gavin? Oh, no. Oh, why did you remind me of that? No, wait a minute. No. No. I refuse. You son of a bitch. Here's another video. Oh, fuck. Fuck. You son of a Bitch, no. Chat, this guy isn't gonna respond to you because he doesn't want to argue with people who support ICE. Oh, no. Fuck you. He's already crashing out in the comments. Fuck you. Oh my. Elon doesn't understand. Elon. I'm not even good. No.
And yet, he kind of craves them more than he lets on. Lucy is helping him remember that isolation isn't strength. When he recites his name at his lowest point,
My name is Cooper.
he's clinging to identity, to memory, to the possibility that he's not entirely lost.
He is doing it in order to not go feral. He is doing it in order to not go feral and stabilize himself so he doesn't die before he reunites with his family. Jeez. Mystic Space with the $2. Thank you. You sound like you need ice cream. I need sushi. And ice cream. And a hug.
Cooper needs friends, even if he won't admit it, and friendship is a two-way street. Cooper makes a decision in the final episode to, once again, give up the diary. The last time he did it cost him everything, but this time, his only chance to see them again is to make the same deal. When he finds the pods empty, House takes it as a victory and assumes Cooper will see it as a failure. But Cooper finally has confirmation of the only thing that's been keeping him going all these years. Confirmation that it hasn't all been for nothing. Confirmation of hope. Maximus occupies the middle ground, someone who
What's going on in this video? Darkest IQ, in case you've only joined now, this guy is so bad and so retarded that it got me to say a sentence that I still physically struggle to say. That sentence is, I am defending the Fallout show. I have had to defend the bad product from the people praising the product. I said that sentence just now. That's what's going on in this video. I still think Gavin's video is worse. I still think Gavin's video is worse. Oh my god, Gavin's new video is twice the length of the previous one, and we had to do that in 2 parts. Fuck. I still think Gavin's video is worse, but this is one hell of a contender. Why are you speaking to me in Brazilian Portuguese? But yes, I do need a pastel de nata. Oh, fuck, I need something more than that.
who's seeing both the appeal of structure.
Holy shit! Holy shit, chat! Chat! Holy shit! Chat! Holy shit, guys! Chat, guys! Holy shit! Maximus reference!
Structure and its costs. The Brotherhood gave him community when he had nothing, and it's also a system demanding conformity to
Look, the joke is getting the joke has stayed around for a while, but I really find it funny. What? Gavin's Ava was biblical. Yes, Gavin's Avas were biblical. His season 2 video is much worse than the previous. The new video is even worse. No. 10,000 subs or no dice.
Principles he doesn't believe in. His time with Lucy clearly had an impact. His view of what it means to fix a broken world isn't as rigid as it used to be. In another interview with Disgusting
Yes, it is. It's even more rigid. He has a child murderer in front of him, and he's like, but I don't want to shoot. What? That's even more rigid. Season 1 Maximus, oh my god, I'm gonna defend the Fallout show again. Oh no. Season 1 Maximus would have pummeled the shit out of Elder Quintus. Season 2 Maximus has a literal child killer in front of him, and he's like, but I don't want to shoot. And you're saying he's less rigid? Maximus is... Maximus is less rigid in Season 1 than he is in Season 2, and yet you are saying the opposite. The fuck?
film writer Geneva Robertson Dworet explained that
Be careful what you wish for is something we say all the time in the writers.
Yes, be careful what you wish for. You want more Fallout content, and you get the slaughter of one of your favorite factions to the tune of an oldie song.
Room, but also, yes, the thing you always dreamed of and thought you would find the most fulfilling, you get it, and you're just like, oh, this is not what I want after all. You're either horrified by it or you feel empty by it. Certainly something that Maximus has to confront with finally getting what he wished for.
he's given the standing within the Brotherhood he always wanted, the level of power and responsibility, but it's too late for that. His worldview has already been changed by Lucy and the events of Season 1, so therefore his wishes have also changed. He realizes that what he's been working for his entire life, his dreams, don't truly align with him anymore, and the values he has developed through the Brotherhood are challenged by the world.
They never developed, though. He hated it all the time in Season 1. Maximus's only goal was to have some, was to feel somewhat powerful, but also to be the knight that, the knight that saved him when he was a kid. Maximus's entire goal was to be the knight in shining armor. That's all he wanted to be. What the fuck kind of description is this? What? Duality with the 20 gifted memberships. Holy shit. Thank you so much, Duality. Holy fuck.
Welcome to Camp Navarro.
Wait, I want to check something. Hold on. Hype moment, chat. Hype moment, chat. Hold on. Are you holding on? You better be holding on. Hold on. Are you holding? You better be. Yes! Chat!
Welcome to Camp Navarro.
We are larger than an actual army company. Nice! Fuck yeah. Fuck yes. Chat.
Welcome
We
to Camp
have...
Navarro.
Chat, we are an army company. Hell yeah. Thank you so much, Duality, for the now 30 gifted memberships. Holy shit. And welcome everyone to Camp Navarro. Please get your power armor. You will get early access to the new videos. You will get a shout out at the end because I noticed you are Major Generals. You will get members exclusive content, emojis, and you can be in the credits. Sorry, my brain froze there for a second. Now, chat, we ride at dawn. We attack Lost Hills. Let's attack Lost Hills. We will encircle it. Oh, we decided on a name, actually, in the previous stream. It seems to be somewhat divided between Echo Company and Navarro Nutfucks. It's between Echo Company and Navarro Nutfucks.
Welcome to Camp Navarro.
So yeah, we are Echo Company or Navarro Nutfucks, and we are going to take Lost Hills. How many members will stay after the Fallout season review ends? Here's the thing, I am so grateful for all of the names, all of the names? What? All of the members, all of the memberships, even if many of them are gifted. Sorry, I don't know why I said all of the names. What the fuck? It's the fucking welcome to Camp Navarro thing. Sorry. I'm so grateful for all of the memberships and all of the support that I have been taking notes and, you know, keeping, like, a list of everyone. And I'm going to thank people who may not be members by the time the review comes out. So even if you got a gifted membership, you know, you may still be in the credits.
Welcome to Camp Navarro.
No, we are not the Navarro Wastelanders. Thank you very much. Let's poll it, actually. Let's do a poll, chat.
Welcome to Camp Navarro.
Let's do a poll, chat. Let me just do a poll.
Welcome to Camp Navarro.
Welcome to Camp Navarro. Welcome to Camp Navarro. Welcome to Camp Navarro. Has that gotten...
Welcome to Camp Navarro.
Goddamn, gifted membership from... I can't see it right now. Gifted membership from Anono. Thank you very much. Thank you for the support. That is 31 channel memberships, or 32 actually, in this entire stream. That's 32. That's 32. Anyways, chat, this is the final poll. You better vote in the poll. Vote in the fucking poll. Yeah, I noticed, Hunter. I noticed you're also Portuguese. But yeah, wrote in Brazilian. Ugh.
Welcome to Camp Navarro.
Welcome to Camp Navarro, you son of a... Kriegsman Jaeger with the 5 gifted memberships. God damn. Why are you so generous? Why are people so generous? What have I done to deserve this? Other than create synonyms for slurs and calling Tychius Mantis a chicken fucker. And calling Kratos a furry. What have I done? What have I done to deserve this generosity? God damn it. Darkest IQ with the 5 gifted memberships. Are we going to be a battalion by the end of 2026? Are we going to be a battalion by the end of 2026? Is that what's going to happen? Is that what's going to happen? Are we going to be a battalion by the end of 2026? If we are a battalion, I will register that somewhere. Jesus. Patrolling the Mojave almost makes you wish for a nuclear winter.
Welcome to Camp Navarro.
I am going to go to sleep and wake up in the middle of the night hearing, welcome to Camp Navarro. Welcome to Camp Navarro. Saying slurs is fun. Yes, it's the slurs. Alright, it's the slurs. It's the slurs. I won't be like Synthetic Man, who just drops the slurs and thinks he's above everyone because he said a funny word. I'll just call people wastelanders. By the way, chat, I am just delaying getting back into this video. I'm so sorry. This video sucks. But fun fact, chat. I am in a master's degree to become a teacher, right? To become a teacher, right? And one of the things that I had to learn was phonemic script. I had to learn phonemic script. You know those funny symbols that show how you're supposed to pronounce something? Yeah, I had to learn phonemic script. And one thing our professor does, and you're gonna like this story, but one thing our professor does is at the end of classes, when we are discussing phonemic script... God damn it! When we are discussing phonemic script, what he likes to do is, at the end of the class, come up with a word. I can't focus on this! I can't focus! Is it done? Is it done?
Welcome to Camp Navarro.
Please, just let me tell my story. Is it over? Okay. So, at the end of classes, a few students come up to the board and they write a word they want to share in phonemic script, right? And what was my word?
Outstanding.
Yes, it is outstanding. I'll read that in a moment. Please, I just want to tell the story. Right. So at the end of class, right, we write a few words we want to share in phonemic script on the board. And they usually have a theme to them. This class's theme was the class that I was in, the theme was a nice word that we want to share. I wrote lobotomite in phonemic script. When the teacher got to it, he legitimately didn't know what lobotomite meant. And so he was like, Emily, what's a lobotomite? And I just said, someone who underwent a lobotomy. Everyone fucking, like, some people burst out laughing. Other people choked. And I just said, it's a very nice word, Professor. And ever since then, I have started hearing people saying lobotomite in the university. I have started hearing people say lobotomite in the university openly. I am doing God's work. Anyway, Kriegsman Jaeger with the $5. Thank you. You make good vids. That's what you did to deserve all the support. Plus the Wastelanders. No, hold on. Besides, the Wastelanders thing is funny. It is very funny. It is hilarious to call people Wastelanders. I taught that to my ex, by the way. She doesn't like it when I say slurs, so I just, like, we're friends, but she doesn't like it when I say slurs, so I just started calling people Wastelanders, and she's like, yeah, okay. Anyway, back to this video.
Around him in the memory of his parents. In response to this
Sorry, let's just go back a few seconds, because I completely forgot what he was saying. Not like it matters anyway.
For his entire life, his dreams don't truly align with him anymore, and the values he has developed through the Brotherhood are challenged by the world around him in the memory of his parents. In response to this realization, he starts to try and change the Brotherhood from within to fit his views rather than leaving it, but quickly realizes that while some people within it may be able to be changed, the system itself, the Brotherhood, is too far gone.
In order to make a big problem,
The next word is Wastelander. I'll try to do it.
you can handle, you gotta make it small.
Lucy is bettering herself through maintaining hope. The ghoul needs to learn the same. Norm, Lucy's brother, is trying to change ideology from within. Hank is failing.
Chat, is Norm trying to change ideology from within? Or is he literally just doing what he has to survive now that he's surrounded by a bunch of brainwashed maniacs? Is he doing what he can to change ideology from within, or is he literally just playing for time in order to survive when he's surrounded by a bunch of lobotomites? I am dreading the rest of this video, much like I'm dreading Gavin again. Fuck him.
Because he refuses to grow. Maximus tries to change a broken system from within, but ultimately moves on to something fundamentally new, completely changes what he puts his trust in.
They don't choose to do the things they have to do. They just keep happening.
So he's not choosing, he's not changing, things are just happening that he doesn't like. That's one hell of a way to counter what you said 2 minutes ago in this video.
The laments of someone caught between systems, trying to find agency in a world that keeps constraining his options. His killing of Xander Harkness marks a turning point. Earlier in the season, he volunteered to kill
Xander Harkness? That was his name? Because for me, Xander Harkness wasn't his name. It was Senor Paladin from the Commonwealth, sir. Senor Harkness from the Brotherhood. He redeemed the children that he was going to kill because they were ghouls. Oh my god, sir.
Xander for the wrong reasons.
Sorry, I can't right now.
Zealotry, obedience, hatred, you name it. But when he actually...
Hatred for who? mutants, I guess?
Actually does it, it's for the right reasons, protecting his old friend, protecting innocent children. He starts a war, yes, but for his own reasons, not the ones dictated to him. He's almost—
He doesn't really start a war, they just start fighting for no real reason. These chapters are just fighting for no real reason. I need you guys to understand that. They're fighting because Maximus did he did what Wastelanders do, and he stole the cold fusion, and now everyone is, you know, fighting each other for power. He didn't really start a war. He just got the idiots to... The idiots just started fighting because reasons.
starting his own faction in the midst of all of this, wearing the NCR's power armor as an emissary of Shady Sands, carrying the—
Oh, was there supposed to be symbolism about that? Maximus is using the NCR's power armor, and he's from Shady Sands, so he's basically an emissary. Was that symbolism that I missed? How impactful? I don't care.
the values his parents instilled in him. If you're going to make bad decisions, make them for good reasons. Max fights for the town, despite their insistence on betting against him. He remembers his parents.
Does he even know that the town is betting against him? Because the town only started betting against him after he started fighting. I don't think Maximus had time to go into the building to find out what the hell they were saying about him.
He remembers his father, and he makes the decision to be a good man, even if it comes at the expense of his own life. Instead of being a faceless soldier, instead of disguising his own ideals for the sake of a cause he doesn't believe in, he shows his face. He stands firm as himself and—
He shows his face? He shows his face because his power armor broke. He shows his face because his power armor broke. This isn't him making a stand, like a moral and ethical stand. This is him just continuing to fight because his power armor broke. That's it. Oh, look! The Wastelander has a spear. Is he gonna chuck it?
gives the town—
If you don't know that, that's Wastelander terminology.
someone to truly rally behind. He paves the way for the arrival of the NCR, the community he's been looking for, one that matches his ideals. Max and
Where did they come from?
Lucy made the best choices they could, and still war was imminent. If war never changed—
I went to read the chat and he drops this garbage again. Just remember that the old Wastelander only thinks that they should help Maximus after seeing he's a YN. What's a YN? I'm sorry, what's a YN? I'm not following. Did Maximus have power armor training? It is presumed so, but he basically figures out how to use it by himself.
Lucy made the best choices they could, and still war was imminent. If war never changes, then perhaps what needs to change is why we fight, who we fight for, and what—
Oh my god! Oh my god! You just proved that war never changes, you idiot. If war never changes, then we need to change why we fight. Congratulations! You're still fighting in the first place. War never changes. You just gave yourself a new reason for war. War never changes because humans always find a reason to seek conflict. And you just found a new reason to seek conflict. You idiot. Young Wastelander? Young Ni? Oh, okay. Young Wastelander. Yeah. If war never changes, what needs to change is why we fight. And then you're fighting in the first place. 'Cause, you know, you just justified a new reason to fight. Indeed, war never changes because the dumb fuck communist, Pain. Chat, I am in pain. Someone please order sushi. No. Do I wanna, chat? He's going insane, isn't
I've
he?
been laughing for so long, I cannot keep it up enough for me to record the fucking laugh. The fucking laugh.
He's going insane. He's going insane.
We hope to change on the other side. In the end, Lucy is fighting her family and breaking out of her father's control. Cooper is fighting for his family to keep his promise to find them at all costs, and Maximus returns to the ideals of his family, fighting in their honor.
Family's a fucked up thing.
Fallout Season 2 is pretty
Why doesn't this video end? The family question? You're a communist. You don't believe in the family.
incisive in his commentary on the limits of familial loyalty. Barbara Howard is willing to sacrifice billions of people to protect her own family. Hank nukes Shady Sands and experiments on countless people in the service of a vision of family values.
He nukes Shady Sands. He nukes Shady to create the fuck. No.
People aren't monsters who don't love their children. They're people whose love has become pathological, who kind of become monsters, whose definition of family excludes anyone not immediately related to them.
None of this is a good idea.
Barbara admits when
What is he talking about? What the fuck is he talking about? When the fuck did Maximus decide to fight for his family? I don't know.
discussing the plan to drop the bombs. So she has the self-awareness to recognize she's doing something terrible, but continues to do it anyway. Some of the worst things imaginable are done with the best intentions, to quote the great Alan Grant. She's no different from those who inflict
I can't show that on stream, Benny. I can't show that on stream, Benny.
violence deliberately. The outcome is the same. Lucy and Cooper both struggle with this. Lucy learns her father destroyed an entire city and continues to commit atrocities, but she can't simply execute him. Cooper spent centuries believing his wife and child might still be alive and that his family might somehow be waiting for him, and that belief became the engine driving his survival. Both of them have to reckon with the possibility that the people they love are not who they thought, and that love doesn't...
What is he talking about? Chat, legitimate question. What the hell is he talking about, and how is this relevant? Like, this isn't that deep. This isn't as deep as them trying to, you know, realize that the people they love aren't exactly as they thought. This is literally just the usual family shtick from Bethesda's iterations of Fallout, continued in the show. Like, it's not that deep. It was a retconned misunderstanding. A dad who is evil for reasons, despite the fact that those reasons are inherently contradictory. And Maximus, who is now fighting for family because reasons. Like, I don't...
obligates complicity. This feels particularly resonant in our current political moment.
Oh, you fucking filthy faggot communist piece of shit. What the fuck? Just make it stop. Why does everything boil down to evil Trump? Why does everything boil down to Orange Man bad? Why? Can you not stay at least within the confines of the franchise you are pretending to give a shit about, despite this video starting with you saying you don't give a shit about it? Can you not? Can you not? Like, the family question. the family question, right? You have to come to terms with the fact that the family may not be exactly like the family you want. This is very relatable because Orange Man. The fuck? Like, you're talking about a personal familial relationship and you switch to fucking Trump? What?
When families are being torn apart by ideological divides. The show doesn't offer.
And that's Trump's fault because families are being torn apart by ideological divide. How is that Trump's fault? That sounds to me like some people putting ideology above everything, and I can sure as fuck tell you it's not the red-hatted people, like, breaking off from their families over political leanings.
For easy answers. It doesn't say you should always cut ties or that you should always forgive. It asks harder questions. What do you do when someone you love believes and does things that are making the world more inhospitable? True bravery, the show suggests, is having the courage to speak out and stand up to your family when you know something is wrong. And understanding that while you can't pick your family, you can pick your friends and you can create your own family. Season 2 doesn't offer a solution.
What was that chapter even for? Like, this guy is so... Like, Trump is backstabbing his own, like, base and his own movement, if you will. But it makes me want to wish for an eternal Trump presidency just so these people keep reeing.
To this. I mean, it can't. We don't have one ourselves, but it does point in a direction. The ghouls
Of course you don't. You're a fucking ideologue. Of course you don't have any questions. Or solutions, rather.
Super mutants rising up, uniting against the Enclave.
Yeah, what the hell was the point?
Who created them and then discarded them. It's a glimpse of...
Sorry, what?
Can't. We don't have one ourselves, but it does point in a direction. The ghouls and super mutants rising up, uniting against the Enclave who created them and in a direction. The ghouls and super mutants rising up, uniting against the Enclave who created them and then discarded them. It's in super can't. We don't have one ourselves, but it does point in a direction. The ghouls and super mutants rising up, uniting against the Enclave who created them and then discarded them. Ghouls and super mutants rising up, uniting against the Enclave who created them and then discarded them. It's a
Thank you, Ice. Thank you. Thank you, Ice. I wasn't aware that the Enclave created the ghouls and super mutants. I wasn't aware. I didn't know that the Enclave picked up Cooper Howard and was just like, you know what? Gender change surgery. You're now a ghoul. What did he just say?
Super mutants rising up, uniting against the Enclave who created them and then discarded them. Ghouls and super mutants rising up, uniting against the Enclave who created them and in a direction. The ghouls and super mutants rising up, uniting against the Enclave who created them and then discarded them.
Is the Enclave inclusive? I didn't know the Enclave was just like, you know what? Let's create super mutants and ghouls. Like, yeah, okay. They might want to use super mutants for their own goals, but I didn't know that the people who are driven by the genocide of mutants created mutants. I didn't know. I did. You're right. You're very right. You are very right. You know what? You are so right. You are very right. In fact, the rightness that's going on.
Getting real tired of tourist season. No offense, but you guys are lowering the bar.
You're very right. Jesus. Is it that hard to do a simple Google search?
A glimpse of what collective action might look like and what we can see in the future.
Collective action. Chat, The communist is talking about collective action. What collective action means to you is not the same thing that it means to him.
Of the Fallout series. Not factions fighting over resources or ideology, but people who've been systematically excluded finding common cause.
Systematically excluded, huh? Excluded from what? Oh, excluded from nothing. You just wanted to add the systemic bit to it.
CR represents another version of this. Grassroots, working class, fighting for things beyond.
Did you catch that, chat? Chat, did you catch that?
The NCR represents another version of this. Grassroots, working class, fighting for things beyond themselves. Represents another version of this. Grassroots, working class, fight.
The NCR is grassroots working class? I didn't know that. So, the NCR soldiers are actually the glorious red revolutionaries, are they? Is that what's going on? Is that what's going on? That they're, fuck it, I don't know. Zolda Tenable with the 70 caps, because I don't know what currency that is. Here's some caps for your sushi order. Cheer up a little. Thank you very much. I will be catching the metro to go to my favorite sushi place, because it's an all-you-can-eat buffet of sushi. 14 euro for all you can eat. A fucking sushi. I love that.
For things beyond themselves.
The only way to save our family is to save the world.
This line is the inversion of what Barbara believed. Family doesn't mean...
No, she didn't believe it. Did you not catch the part in Season 2 where it basically is outright said that Barbara is only going along with it in order to protect her family? She's only going along with it because she doesn't see an alternative. She doesn't believe it. It's literally, she literally just doesn't see other options. You just got here? Oh boy, we are closer to the end, oh boy, if you want to catch up on the VOD, my god, you're going to feel the pain.
Contracting your circle of concern.
Synthetic teapot? Oh boy, my show is on. Well, Synthetic, we are a bit closer to the end, but... Synthetic, if you remember Gavin's video, which, he made a fucking follow-up. This is the second part to the, Fallout Season 2 Makes New Vegas Better video that we were doing in the last EVA. And, this is a very serious contender for the worst Fallout video I've ever seen. Gavin's is still slightly worse. Slightly. But oh boy, this guy is stiff fucking competition. Stiff fucking competition. In fact, Synthetic, let me give you a hint of something that was said, right? This guy is so bad that he got me to defend the Fallout show. This guy is so bad that I am defending the bad product from the people praising the bad product. Hate. Do you feel the hatred in my tar-filled lungs? Do you feel the hatred? Thankfully, these last few chapters have just been mindless jargon, literal mindless communist jargon. Yeah, and apparently Gavin's video is not only double the length of the previous one, but it's even worse. Get a bit closer to 10,000 subs and I'll do it.
to those immediately related to you. It means expanding it, recognizing that your well-being is bound up with everyone else's, that selfishness isn't survival, it's just a slower form of collective suicide. Lucy's journey crystallizes this. She refuses to let the wasteland change her, but that doesn't mean
He's just repeating himself at this point.
she stays static. Her experience gives her
That doesn't mean she stays static. Lucy is the most static character in the entire show. Lucy is the most static character in the entire show. She doesn't fucking change anything. She doesn't change at all. The only thing she does is she kills a discombobulated head and outsmarts her dad by getting him to believe that she's actually gonna play along. That's literally it. She doesn't change. She's like War. War never changes. I'm gonna jump off a bridge in Oregon just because of that comment. I'm so sorry.
her more empathy and understanding, not less. She's not taking the easy option her father presents. She's a person making her own choices and choosing to believe that deep down, choice matters, even when the system is designed to make it meaningless.
What system? What system? For one, this is a communist saying choice doesn't matter because the system bad, which, that's one hell of a condemnation of communism, Mr. Open Communist. Second of all, what system? What fucking system is he talking about? I'm so confused!
The future, the show suggests, lies with outcasts, people who refuse to conform to the rigidity and prejudice of the institution.
Oh, the rigidity. The rigidity. That's a $10 word, isn't it? That's a fucking $10 word, isn't it? What a $10 word. My literate EVAH. You're a fucking you have so many $10 words. You should donate. Like, you fuck.
Institutions that raised them, people who remember.
That's not me asking for donations, by the way. That was me making a joke at the fact that this guy should hand over his money because I'll pay for primary school English classes for him so he can actually be coherent and not a fucking fucking keyword juggler. Like someone who regurgitates buzzwords and tries to sound smart.
Community felt like before it was poisoned. If everyone is so willing to resurrect strength and force in empires of the past, why not virtue and goodness? Why not, instead of accepting things as they are and doing what you've always done, try something different? War never changes, but the people fighting it can. That's not optimism, it's...
This is in stark opposition to what you said 5 minutes ago in the video. He said war never changes because he said if war doesn't change, 5 minutes ago in the video, he said for war to change, the reasons why you fight need to change. Which, congratulations, that just leads to more war never changes because you are just finding a new reason to justify conflict. And now you're saying war never changes, but the people but people can. War never changes, but people can. But I fucking hate this prick.
It's the only rational response to a world designed for
duality. Goddamn you! I knew it. I knew it. I knew you were I knew this was gonna happen. I knew this was gonna fucking happen. Duality with his 40th gifted memberships, like with 10 more gifted memberships. Thank you very much, Duality. That is your generosity. Are you sure you're not a Fallout fan? Are you sure you're not a fucking Fallout fan? Because what the fuck?
Welcome to Camp Navarro.
Anyway, thank you for the 10 gifted memberships. To whoever received the memberships, you now get early access to new videos. You get access to emojis. You are in the credits of the videos, and you get access to members-only content. Duality, your generosity knows no bounds. Kind of like my patience. No, my patience has very strict bounds. My tolerance, however, that's a different story. Welcome to Camp Navarro. God damn it, I'm going to, yes, 52. I am going to wake up in the middle of the night in a furious sweat, just hearing, welcome to Camp Navarro. You know what? I might actually do that. Chat, what do you think? What do you think? I might do that in the video, in part 1 or 2 of the review. I might have an echoey "Welcome to Camp Navarro" in the background.
Welcome to Camp Navarro.
I should probably do that, don't you think? I should probably do that. That would be funny, I think. Speaking of welcoming to Camp Navarro, we need one more vote in the poll. There's over 100 people here, but there's only 99 votes. Let's get to over 100 votes right now, so we can finally decide what the actual name of our army unit is. Our company is. Come on. 100.
Welcome to Camp Navarro.
Kriegsmarine Jäger, welcome to Camp Navarro. There we go. 100 votes. 101? Right, let's finish this. What's the final result? Chat, we are officially the Navarro Nutfucks. I don't have rum. I don't have rum.
Welcome to Camp Navarro.
I can't take a drink. Wait, no, Johnny Yuma, no, I am not going to drink every time someone says someone welcomes to, someone gifts memberships, or someone joins as a channel member. That would kill me. That would actually kill me. What the hell? That would actually fucking kill me. I'm not. Echo Company. We are officially the Navarro Nutfucks, but we can be emotionally the Echo Company. How's that, Mystic Space? How's that? We are the Navarro Nutfucks. In fact, wait a minute. Let's see. Ah, okay. Chat. Wait a minute. Wait, I just realized something. This is funny. Wait. Chat? We are on the road to being a battalion. Or at least a BTG, a battalion tactical group. Chat. If we keep this up for a few months, we will be an actual BTG. Holy fuck.
Prevent change. You can't control it different. War never changes, but the people fighting it can. That's not optimism, it's the only rational response to a world designed to prevent change. You can't control the system, but you can control how you move through it, depriving it of its power and eventually creating something new. You can choose.
You can control the system, but you can control
how you move through it.
How you move through it. Okay, for those of you with a memory longer than that of a fish, you will remember that earlier on in this video, he said that the only way to beat the game is to not play it. And here he is describing playing the game he says you shouldn't play. The system is rigged, the game is rigged, therefore you shouldn't engage with the system or the game. Anyway, engage with the system and the game and play it to change it. He's just retconning himself. He won't stop retconning himself. What the hell? ChatGPT video script? I think ChatGPT is more coherent than this.
It of its power and eventually creating something.
Yeah, how's that? we will be a battalion tactical group. A battalion tactical group can be of like 2 companies. So the first company is the Navarro Nutfucks and the second company will be Echo Company. How's that?
New. You can choose to believe that your choices matter even when the evidence suggests that they don't. Because the alternative is...
Because you just said that the choices don't matter. And here you are saying, well, if you believe it, then the choices actually do matter. What is he? Is he like a... Frank, I like the Oxhorn reference. You're thinking the same as me. Is he like what he thinks Oxhorn... Like, is he just what he thinks... What Oxhorn... Is this just a case of him thinking like Oxhorn? You remember Oxhorn saying that scientists retcon reality? He really is a scientist. He's retconning reality. Oh boy.
Giving up. And giving up is what the system is counting on. Changing your mindset to not focus on what benefits...
One sec. What system are you even describing? Like, I'm sorry to keep repeating myself, but I'm really fucking confused because he keeps saying system, but he never points to what the system is. Jeez.
You in the short term, but expanding it to what benefits everyone and fighting for those things instead of waiting for them to land in your lap is always the better choice. The entire season is about predicting patterns based on human behavior and past actions, creating a nihilistic feedback loop. It's about making bets, what you choose to put your backing behind when presented with the facts, and how natural emotions, strong-held beliefs, and your experiences with the world around you will naturally affect where you place your faith.
The fuck did he just say? The fuck did he just say? It's about making bets.
You choose to put your back...
What you choose to put your backing behind
when presented with the facts, and how...
It's about making bets based on the facts that you have.
Natural emotions, strong-held beliefs, and your experiences...
And how your emotions, beliefs, and experiences...
with the world around you will naturally affect where you place your faith.
Will naturally affect where you place your faith. This is cyclical. Okay, so this is literally cyclical logic. Let's do a science here, chat. Let's do a science, right? Let's do a science here, right? So you have... the bets, right? The bets you make, right, chat? And the bets you make are based on your beliefs, but the bets you make on are the fucking, like, goddamn it, like, this is so dumb, my brain's refusing to process it. One second.
Nothing choose to put your backing behind when
making bets, what you choose to put your backing behind. Okay, so the bets you make, which are based on your beliefs,
presented with the facts, and how
your beliefs, I'll do /facts.
Natural emotions, strong-held beliefs.
And the bets you make are intrinsically tied to natural emotions, beliefs,
and your experiences with the world around you will naturally affect where you place your faith.
Okay, and right. So he just did this, right, chat? He just did this. Your beliefs, right, affect the bets you make, right? And the bets you make affect your natural emotions, which is just the beliefs, right? And your natural emotions affect where you place your faith, aka they are the bets you make. And where you place your faith is based on your beliefs, which affect the bets you make. Do you see the I hate these fucking communists. I hate them so much. Anono has been a member for 1 month as a Major General. Thank you very much. You can have a membership message, but you didn't send anything. Oh wait, at some point in the review, we need a breakdown of how all these factions have changed. Oh, gladly. Gladly, Anono. Don't worry about that. That's already guaranteed. Don't you worry. That's guaranteed. It won't be a super in-depth... It won't be a super in-depth breakdown, but it will be enough, because my reviews are not like Kratos's. Like, I am not going to go into autistic detail. I don't have to. But don't worry, there will be a breakdown of sorts whenever that faction is relevant. Don't worry. That's basically there. Autumn Harvester, membership for 1 month message. Thank you. This shit is harder to endure than my kidney stone. It's harder to endure than my lungs that have been hurting. They've been hurting, just saying. Anyway, that's what this guy just did. That's what this guy just did. Like, this is, like, how does anyone take these people seriously? How does anyone take these people seriously? Thank you for, you know, remaining channel members, but how does anyone take these people seriously? How do these people not stop when they're talking or writing these scripts and realize how dumb they sound? Like, holy fuck. Holy fuck.
Nothing ever changes because people have stopped believing in hope. Robert House failed at his post-apocalypse utopia because he bet against people believing in something. Betting...
Huh?
You place your faith. Nothing ever changes because people have stopped believing in hope. Robert House failed at his post-apocalypse utopia because he bet against people believing in something. Betting...
Huh? Robert House failed?
Failed at his post-apocalypse utopia because he bet against people believing in something. Betting...
What? That's a new description of Robert House that I have never seen before, either in relation to the show or the game. What? Robert House failed, not because he bet against people believing in something, but because he couldn't outclass the Enclave. He was outplayed by the Enclave, in the Fallout show at least. Because, remember, the Fallout show may as well not even be canon. But he... And it isn't. I don't consider it to be. But Todd Howard does. RIP. But... Robert House failed because he got outplayed by the Enclave. Not because he bet against people believing in something. Isn't his whole thing that he wants a society that makes people believe they can strike it big? Lamau? Yes. Yes, Neo-Pangean. Yes. Yes, Neo-Pangean. The whole deal with Robert House is that he wants a society that makes people believe they can be bigger. Whether that be via the falsehood of the casino or the truth of the elevation of society and industry and civilization. This description of Mr. House is literally the exact obvious as to what he did. And to what he is.
On hope.
Fun fact, Stephanie's name is a reference to Stephen Harper, the former Canadian Prime Minister, because that's what the writers thought was smart. I'm sorry? I don't believe that. No. Sorry, I don't believe that.
Is the only thing that we have. But it's not a surefire thing. It has to be tended to, like a flame, until it grows into something bigger and stronger. If people see you acting on belief, they will start to believe too. Cooper bet on his wife and family.
Yes, they will start to believe too, which is why they immediately stop believing and start betting against Maximus. Okay, cool.
Lucy bets on kindness, and Max bet on the beliefs instilled in him by his parents. By the finale's end, all of these bets, all of this faith pays out. And that's what's so remarkable about Fallout Season 2. It's the rare piece of blockbuster television that trusts its audience to sit with discomfort, to think about how all of the ways our society is suffering at the moment and how we can make it better. It doesn't give us a step-by-step instruction on how to fix what's broken, but it does.
Did you guys notice what he's doing, by the way? He is giving vague emotional jargon while playing hopeful music in the background. This guy just spent the last 48 minutes of this video giving you an ideological lecture of why Orange Man bad and ice fascist and system evil and communism good and capitalism bad. And now he is saying, we can be better, we have to fix things, we're so emotional, yes, woohoo, emotional music in the background. Like, this is as vapid as you can get. Like, this is very... I can't even, like, I'm sorry, I'm with Fenger here. I'm legitimately with Fenger here. I have no strength. This Kabu is the manipulation for people who grew up on consumption of slop content handed down to them. This is the person whose entire worldview comes down to the three words of oppressor versus oppressed, and who grew up with his worldview being shaped by the shit he consumes in mass media. This, to him, is just him repeating what was done to him. Give vague jargon of, oh, the guys, things can be better, woohoo, and, trying to sound smart while playing emotional music. Play emotional music while you act hopeful and inspiring after giving the viewer a very blatant lecture on how they should think. I'm 14 and this is deep. Yes, Synthetic. I'm 14 and this is deep. Guys, I can get a passing grade on my test. Like something like that. And I can get a passing grade on my test if I believe that I can get a passing grade on my test. And I will get a passing grade on my test because things can be better. And all the while there's like emotional music in the background or whatever, like.
Does show us with painful clarity why it keeps breaking, and it asks whether we're willing to do the hard work of being different. Not because it's guaranteed.
Yes, Frank.
To succeed, but because it's the only path that might. In a landscape of prestige television.
You talk about paths. I'm gonna want to see this comment. You talk about paths, but you have not defined the path. All right, he is at a roundabout, right? He is at a roundabout that goes forward and to the right. Okay? He is at a roundabout that goes forward and to the right. And he is on the left of the roundabout, and he's like, this path is one that we can take. Like, he is looking at a solid wall on the roundabout, and he is just like, this is the path that we can take. He's doing, like, let me actually draw it because this is funny. He is at a fucking roundabout that's like this, right? He's at a funny little roundabout that's like this. Over here, there's a big thick wall, and film speak is just over here, looking in this fucking direction, and he's just like fucking. He's just like, peak path, bro. That's what's going on right now. This is what he's doing. Like, this is literally what he's doing. This is literally what this absolute fucking clown is fucking doing. Yeah, that's what he's doing. That's what he's doing. Like, I can't... This is not the same species as us. This is not the same fucking species. Like, what the hell, man? Painful clarity. He really loves adding adjectives to everything. Yes, he does. He does. He really does. Oh boy.
Succeed, but does show us with painful clarity why it keeps breaking.
And don't forget, all of this crap makes Fallout New Vegas better. This is the guy that said that Fallout New Vegas doesn't have choices and that he doesn't actually care for it.
Asks whether we're willing to do the hard work of being different. Not because it's guaranteed to succeed, but because it's the only path that might. In a
This is so deep, guys. Did you hear the music?
landscape of prestige television increasingly content to offer spectacle without substance.
You know, yes. In an era of prestige television providing content to offer spectacle without substance, yeah. In an era of where TV offers spectacle without substance, here you are, the media literate, defending the spectacle without substance by trying to give substance via spectacle. Jump off a bridge.
Fallout insists on being something different. It earns its mantra. It takes the weight of those 3 words seriously. War never changes.
Kill yourself right now. Swallow an entire jar of FEV. Go to a bridge in Portland. Swallow a live hand grenade. Shove a rocket up your ass. Shove a fork in the... that's a joke, YouTube algorithm. That's a joke.
The question is whether or not we can.
You can't. What the fuck? You can't, that's for sure. You can't change. You're a filthy communist. Fuck you. Alright. This guy's a walking stereotype. Fuck me. Okay, chat. So, what did you guys think? What'd you guys think of this video? That's this video done. Finally. Finally. And with that, tourist season ends. With that, tourist season ends. Now we just have to deal with activist season. But this video is a bit of a combined thing of both. But for now, this was just tourist season. Let's see. We're free, chat. This is torture. It's over. 109 years. Yep. Dude, I'm on the left and think this guy's lost the plot of Fallout. Well, I'm sorry, but you're down a road that leads to this, whether you realize it or not. I'm kidding, of course. I don't invalidate people just because they're on a different side to me. This is cyclical. It ends in what way? It ends in the sense that with this video, we have officially solidified... Like, with this video, and then next up, the review of Fallout Season 2, from me and Kretosis, we both have our own 2 reviews, we can finally set the stage for the revolt, the open revolt against modern Fallout. We now have substantial content against tourists, shills, hacktivists, and we are just missing the final takedown of this latest season. And with those two reviews being done, and maybe a special where we tackle Gavin's second part of his Fallout was always woke shit. With that, we're ready for the revolt that will happen when Season 3 comes out. Because remember, this has been my prediction and my plan this entire time. Create the basis from which the revolt, if you will, can grow. People are already starting to revolt against modern Fallout. They hate Season 2. Mockery of Bethesda Fallout is far more common. People are ditching modern Fallout left and right. All that's left now is to put the nail in the coffin and then let other people bury it on our behalf by the time of Season 3. What kind of plot are they even going to execute? Synthetic... I get why you're morbidly curious. Jesus. I get why you're morbidly curious, but it doesn't really matter. Like, it is completely irrelevant.
Outstanding.
It is completely irrelevant. Mystic Space with the $5. Thank you. Think next EVAH we can check out the vid I sent in DMs. Less activism and, well, this slop. But with that, the Enclave will rise and fight the tourists. We are rising already. You sent me a video in DMs. Did you send it on Root app? Is that what's going on? You didn't send me any videos in DMs. Unless you mean somewhere else? And I'm just not following? Anyway. Mystic, tag me in the Fallout chat of either the Root server or Discord and I'll see it. Season 3 Norwegian is not going to be filler. Well, there's going to be a lot of filler in Season 3. But Season 3 is going to try to make an epic conclusion to the arc they started in Season 2. Calling it already. Discord, not Root. You didn't send me anything. Anyway, send it again. Whatever. But yeah, that was this fucking video. I think this video is terrible, and with that, we have the final piece, or the second final piece done. We have already done rants on tourist season. We've done a rant on how hacktivists can infiltrate a fan base, right here. We've already got no spoilers discussions. We already have responses to people coping, seething, balding, and trying to rewrite history. We have the basis so people can see that it was in fact predictable and not just people talking out of their ass. We have the breaking of the narrative that New Vegas fans are literally just evil. We have real examples of us reacting and responding to these clowns. To clowns like this. You know? We have all that. We have live reactions to the show, to even the show. All that's literally missing now is the review. You sent it in Root? Alright. Okay, there we go. I might do this video. Might do, Mystic Space. No promises, but I'll keep that in the list. Anyways, chat. That was it from me. I'm gonna go get myself some sushi. Super Kent with the...
Welcome to Camp Navarro.
I'm traumatized. Super Kent with the membership message of 2 months. Thank you. Looking forward to the review. I'm glad you are. I will do my best, but the master's report has been more of a headache than I thought, so I will have to see. Don't worry, though, when I sniff that I'm close to finishing the report, or at least feel safer with the report as it is, the review will come out. Whoa, fucking full engine throttle. Don't worry about that. I already have a lot of things done. It shouldn't take as long. It shouldn't take that long to get it done. Don't worry, I already have some things done. But, yeah. Kriegsman, yeah, you get sent one gifted membership. Thank you, Kriegsman. Thank you. We spread the love around here. We spread the love. We spread the affection. We spread the generosity, such as Duality with his 7 billionth gifted channel membership. We spread hugs. We spread power armor to all our troops.
Welcome to Camp Navarro.
For the attack on Lost Hills. And most of all, we spread hate for the fucking tourists who destroy our fucking franchises, our hobbies, our passions, and who are, at the end of the day, whatever you call them, whatever excuses you make, these people are free target practice. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for rating. Thank you all for the support. And I will see you all in the next one. It has been an honor to have you here.